Okay, so, oh,
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Soul Creativity. If you hung in this long, sorry that we're so late. We have technical issues, but we do have a really great program scheduled for today, being the fall equinox. Grandmother Spider is going to talk about gratitude, and she's going to lead us through a medicine wheel meditation. And Spider, since we're starting so late, you kind of talk about what you want to talk about, maybe gratitude in your tradition and how it's part of the ceremony at this time of the year. And then whenever you're ready to do the meditation, we'll just go ahead into that. So we're both, Spider and I are both grateful first off that we finally got the technical issue resolved. So that's our first moment of gratitude. Welcome again, Spider.
well, thank you for having me, and thank you for walking through this last time to get us connected here with the computer. Um, this is the equinox are the time of balance. You have the solstices, which are the fullness of summer and the emptiness of winter. And then you have the equinoxes, which are the time of balance in between. And especially now, the astrology for this equinox right now is amazing because it opens up a doorway for energy and possibilities. So I'm not sure what that has to say for us in this program today, but I want to talk for a few minutes about the equinox and why it's important. This is our time of Thanksgiving, and it's because the harvest happens now. To Native people all over the world, this was the time when the squash was ripe and the things were coming in. We gave thanks. We stopped and we gave thanks. So the holiday we celebrate as Thanksgiving in our country is something totally different. Yes, it follows a Thanksgiving, but it's not on the traditional cycle. Traditional people follow the cycles of the earth. And that, of course, with the fullness of the sun. So our year begins in the spring with the spring equinox. And that's a time when the food mothers plant the seeds. And then the summer solstice, the light from the sun comes down and grows. We see the abundance of the earth coming forth for us. And then in the fall, we have flowers, we have fruits, we have nuts and seeds. And we collect this and save it for the winter time that we know is coming and we're going to need some food. So this is our time of giving thanks. The food mothers come back again in the ceremony. This is a time when we wear the food mother's mask and we give our thanks. We give our thanks back to the earth in gratitude for this time that she has given to us and all the gifts that she's given to us in this year. And then, of course, as it winds down in the winter, is a time of looking within. It's a time of telling stories. It's a time of making moccasins and doing all those things that you didn't have time to do in the summer. Um, so in thinking about the cycle of the earth and your own personal cycles as opposed to time is an element of the fourth world that was invented in the fourth world to get us places and keep us on a schedule. Cycles are different. Cycles operate on the correct timing for when things need to happen. And so as we come to this fall equinox, we're grateful for the time that whatever seeds we planted in our personal life and in our garden that they grow. And for a minute I want to talk about the food mothers before I do the meditation, because we have four women in our circles, and I wrote about this in my book Songs of Bleeding. I wrote about the spring and fall equinox ceremonies. Is there's four women who take on the role of the food mothers. So we begin our cycle in the south, the place of beginnings, and in the south is the green squash mother, the one who brings us the gifts of innocence and open-mindedness. We're looking around like the young children, taking everything in and awestruck by it, full of curiosity and wanting to learn. Then we go to the west. So the squash mother carries the basket of the green squash. And then we go to the west. And in the west is the Black Bean Mother, and she takes us into the spirit time. This is where we enter the silence, where we can talk to our guardian spirit, our ancestors, and we can get guidance and messages and whatever it is that we need in that place of spirit. We look within, we listen within. And the Black Bean Mother, of course, carries a basket of black beans, the place of the darkness. And then we move to the north, which is the Kasavi Mother. And the Kasavi Mother carries a basket of Kasavi is the root of yucca. And this is our connection to the earth. It's where we have wisdom. Our wisdom comes from the earth. And where we have healing. The earth provides everything we need for living and healing. So the Kasavi Mother, she brings the basket of Kasavi into our circles, and her color is white. And then in the east, we have the yellow corn mother who carries a basket of corn, of course. And this is place of illumination. The sun comes up in the east. Just like in the springtime, the sun is coming longer and longer into the sky until the fall. Now, where we're in the time of the west, and the sun is retreating, getting lower and lower, and the days are getting shorter and shorter. So these food mothers, they walk in a procession on the earth to remind us that Mother Earth is the mother of all creatures, all people, all creatures that walk and swim and crawl and fly on this planet, and the standing ones, the trees and plants. And we are the family, and the cycles of Mother Earth take care of us during this time. So everybody just sit back for a few minutes. And I want you to take 5 really slow, deep breaths, because now we're going to move into our own cycle, our own personal cycle, and our body rhythms, which follow the rhythm of our breathing. So you want to take some deep breath in and let it go out to the whole of your body. And then when you release it, release any stuck energy, any stress, anything hanging out there that you don't need. We tend to live in our thoughts instead of our hearts. We tend to put ourselves into a box of time and commitments instead of listening to the heartbeat of Mother Earth and following our own personal rhythms, the times when we feel full of energy and the times when we may need to rest. So the first thing we do every day is begin a new walk on the medicine wheel. We start each day in the south, and we start each season in the south. We actually have a ceremony of gratitude that we do for every day in the morning, just getting up and saying thank you. Thank you to Mother Earth. Thank you to the sun for shining on this day. Even if it's cloudy, the sun is still up there. And we are grateful for the things we wish to accomplish. We're grateful for the gifts we have to share. And we're grateful for the things that will come to us in this day, because there's always surprises, as well as what we expect. So now that we come back to being grateful for this day, let's focus on standing in the center of your medicine wheel, your personal medicine wheel. And here's where we're grateful for what has come to us this season. What has come to you personally? What seeds have you planted? What ideas have you put out there? And how have they manifested in your life? Everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. So if your ideas have not manifested exactly the way you wanted, find the gift in that little diversion and be grateful for it. And we know that our thoughts are the seeds that create our reality. And it's important to know that our thoughts create our personal reality, and our collective thoughts create the reality of the world. So when we're grateful, we're always reminded to share good thoughts, to have good feelings, to say good words, to share good actions to help people and the planet, and to share the love that's in our heart through our thoughts, words, and action. Looking into the south, we can see what it is we've created in this time of growth. And now we can see where it is we're going. So we're going to be grateful for those things that we hold in our thoughts, that we wish to create for ourselves, and that we wish to create for the world. It's not necessary right now to know how these things will happen. It's just necessary to trust. When we ask the great mystery, then we receive. So even though this is a time of being grateful and harvest, it's also a time where we focus ahead in a new beginning. Now we're walking, putting one foot after the other on the earth, and we're going towards the direction of the west on the medicine wheel. This is a place of looking within, listening within. To hear the spirit, we need to listen within. To find our path, we need to look within. Here we are gratitude for your guardian spirit, your ancestors, and those spirit that guide, direct, and protect you. Our guardian spirit always walks with us every day. We come into the earth walk with a connection to a guardian spirit, and it's not so much necessary to know if your guardian spirit is a bear or a wolf or a spider. What is necessary is to listen, because that guardian spirit will speak to you if you ask. And to thank your guardian spirit. So this is the time of slowing down and listening within coming back to our center and strengthening that connection we have with our guardian spirit, our ancestors, and those spirit ones that guide us. Thank you. And putting one step in front of the other, we walk into the north. The north is a place where we learn our lessons. And so along with our gift comes lessons and challenges. But the interesting thing about those lessons and challenges is that they bring gifts to help you learn and grow. We become wiser when we go through those challenges. We become better people. We become stronger and healthier. In the north is where we meet the trickster spirit. Look that trickster spirit right in the eye and say thank you. Because when we can say thank you for our challenges, we can find the gift that is there. So now be grateful for your gifts that come from those lessons and those hardships. And now putting one foot in front of the other, we'll walk into the east. Here we have gratitude for our creative abilities. We all come in here with gifts to share. Those are the things that we're good at. How have we shared them? How have we helped others? How have we made the world a better place? For all the opportunities that we have to use our creative abilities, we are grateful. And here we need to understand that if we have situations in our life that we're not grateful for, we have the ability to create a new situation to help that turn the bend. So be grateful. Now walking one foot in front of the other, we come back to the center of the wheel. And we stand with our feet on Mother Earth. And we feel the heartbeat of Mother Earth under our feet. That rhythm of life that is so important for us. And just draw that heartbeat right up into your body and let it merge with your heartbeat. Here we thank Mother Earth for her unconditional giving and the trees that bring us so many wonderful gifts, and the plants bringing our food, bringing our medicine, bringing beauty to the world. The water that came to water our gardens in the form of rain, mist and dew, the water in the streams, the lakes, the creeks, the oceans, the water that runs over the rocks to become purified again Our bodies are 90% water. We're grateful for Mother Earth's water. And we're grateful for the creatures that are our relations, the ones that share our homes and the ones that live outside. They sing to us as the birds. They keep us company. They watch out for changes. If you watch the wild creatures, you know the cycles of the earth because of the way they respond to them. So, be grateful to Mother Earth. She takes care of the whole Earth family. Our gratitude goes back to help replenish her. And then we turn our thoughts to the sky world, and we're grateful for Grandfather Sun, the light of the sun that came to warm us in the summer, bringing us clarity, getting us out. The sunlight that replenishes and renews our physical body and brings us healing. The long days of warmth, reflecting the unconditional love of Grandfather Sun. Grandfather Sun shines on everyone, every place on the earth, unconditionally. And draw that unconditional light into your body and into your heart. Let it merge with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And now we're refreshed and renewed. Now think about who you are and your unique sacred point of view. We each have a connection to the great mystery that is unique. So here we're going to be grateful for ourselves, for who we are, for what we bring to the circle. Each one of us is so important that the earth would not be the same without us. Yet, the world needs everyone coming together to share their sacred points of view in order for us to blossom. So be grateful to yourself. Be grateful to yourself for what you've grown this season. Be grateful for this day and what you've accomplished. Be grateful for just being and the honor it is to share this beautiful earth with all our relations. Feel the heartbeat of Mother Earth merging with your heartbeat. Draw the universal rhythm down, that universal rhythm on which all the cycles and seasons move. Draw it into your heart. And know that this heartbeat of Mother Earth, the rhythm of the universe, is your heartbeat and your rhythm. and carry this within as we walk forward to the time of introspection, the dream time that will come with the long winter nights. And allow yourself to be a part of this natural rhythm. For this is who you are. Now, if you can go out and put your feet on the earth, and I know here where I am, it's getting to be evening, but if you can just go out and stand on the earth after we're finished here for a few minutes and be grateful and look all around you. Look at your neighbors, the trees, the clouds, the stars, the creatures, whatever's around you, and say thank you. Thank you for being here. And thank yourself for being where you are, because where you are right now is very important.
Thank you so much, Spider. That was really a beautiful meditation. And also a really beautiful ceremony you were talking about with the four mothers, the food
Oh, yeah.
at the
It,
beginning.
it is. It is when the food mothers put on their mask and they wear the capes, and we have a dance actually that is the dance of Mother Earth. We
Oh,
see Mother Earth as a snake with a tail in her mouth, so she's a circle with no beginning and no end.
mm-hmm.
Everything that was, all life that is now, and everything that will come in the future is all a part of Mother Earth. And when we think about this, when we come in a circle, we mirror the earth, we mirror that snake with the tail in her mouth, and we put our little sacred point of view, our little bit of wisdom together, then we have enough to share for everybody. So it's very beautiful. In other words, the earth gives us everything that we need, and when we understand and recognize that, then that is the gift of being here and living and sharing.
That when you say the circle, it reminds me of, if you have that complete circle, it's taking in all the seasons and all the rhythms, right? In the circle because it's complete. That's the
Mm-hmm.
image I get. Um, we also have a comment, and it's from Annie. And she said, the horses and I have been having cow feast and being grateful for each other. I give thanks for the two of you. So thanks for the comment, Annie, and I give thanks for you and the horses.
Thanks, Annie.
um, I'm so glad that we finally got on because now the meditation is saved. We can go back and listen to it. We can bring up the video. So anyone that didn't catch the show live will be able to do that. So that's very important.
And I do, on the full moons every month, I do a similar meditation on a conference call number for people who
Right.
want to join.
And people can reach you through your website, is right,
You can
Annie?
reach me through my website if they're interested in that, and I can put you on my list and send you the emails. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have Annie's. I mean, I have Spider's website listed under the video, so you can find it there if you'd like to get on her list to do the full moon meditations. I think we have a full moon coming up this weekend, don't
Yeah,
we?
you have to email me.
Hmm.
My email's on there. You have to email me. And
Right.
yeah, and the book I talked about, Songs of Bleeding, that has the Food Mother's ceremony for the equinox, is also on my website there.
Right. So it's available. You can order, request it from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, sorry for anyone that was trying to join live that we had those technical difficulties, but the good news is that we resolved it.
Yeah.
So that was the important thing.
Used our gifts and we resolved it.
Yeah.
But
So
I want to
that's
say one thing about this equinox time, because the energy right now is really powerful, and it's energy for releasing. It's almost like we're going through a doorway and we can't carry all the stuff that we've had in the past.
mm,
And on so many different levels, we're being asked to release and transform ourselves as we go forward here. Because, like I talked about the fifth world before, but we're really in the fifth world now, which is a whole different way of relating to each other and a whole different energy. And we're seeing that now starting to manifest around us. So the reason I wanted to bring that up, because the energy right now is pretty intense around this equinox, and it's a good time to put our thoughts out for what we wish to manifest in the world. The fifth world is the world of unity and visualizing of people coming together, visualizing of the earth and things that are very good for the earth happening, in order to give us our gratitude back to the earth, in order to share with others, and open our hearts to bring the fifth world into manifestation. So it's a good time to do that. Stay positive and put good energy out. And thank you to everybody you see. We have a ceremony of gratitude that 7 times a day, stop what you're doing and say thank you. And this is every day, not just on the equinox.
mhm.
And it's interesting how that happens, because sometimes something wonderful happens. You get unexpected check in the mail, or you run into an old friend you haven't seen in a while. But then sometimes you get into a little fender bender, or something else happens, or you owe more money for this than you thought. So those are times to be grateful too, because then we can see what is our gift behind this little challenge there.
Mhm.
Um, Also, the thing about gratitude is to just thank yourself and thank other people. You'll be amazed at how that turns the energy around, because when you see somebody, when somebody does something for you in the store, say thank you. Pass around the gratitude, because you can't have an issue in your life that gratitude can't help to solve. So you just say, thank you, I really appreciated that. Or thank you, you really helped me out. And that right there increases the level of energy, positive energy around the planet. So I want to leave everybody with this wonderful thought of gratitude here. Um, and I'm very grateful to be here. I'm grateful we got on, and I'm grateful to be sharing. And everyone, just have a happy equinox and be grateful for all of your blessings and things that have come to you in this season. And thank you, Naven, for doing everything that you do to bring good information to people.
Thank you.
So
And thank you
beautiful
for being
soul.
on the show again. I want to mention, if you watch the show later and you want to leave a comment for Spider, please do. I'll make sure that she gets it, because we can still see that and I can pass it along. So uh, don't feel that if you didn't catch it live, you can't comment. So I also want to mention that next week I have a wonderful woman who is a metalsmith, and she does she's a maker, and so she's going to be a very interesting guest as well, and her name is Diana Casimbar. So I hope everyone will join in to see her, and I hope you will come back again, and perhaps, at another important date where we want to do a meditation, where you can lead a meditation spider, because I find those very helpful.
All right. I'd be glad to.
All right, thank you, and thank everyone who is listening now or later. We appreciate you, and have a good fall equinox and a good fall season. Bye.